Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Fire Emblem Discussion. I was recently looking through some of the screenshots that have been released for Fire Emblem Three Houses, and one of them caught my eye. This screen capture has a lot going for it, showing us units up close, showing generic models for units, and also we see a new class sprite that we haven't seen anywhere else in the game for Byleth there, which is really cool and exciting. It looks like a Myrmidon from Vacia 776. Map sprite, so it's just a nice little touch and something that excites me. So it looks like Byleth is a Myrmidon here. That might be that could also be the hero, judging by how he's holding his sword. It is reminiscent of how heroes have in the GBA games have held their sword, and how Ike holds his sword and stuff like that once he becomes a Vanguard. So that's a thought. And then also I like looking at these generic enemies, these generic units. It's like having a squad of green units. But there are different ones in each army. So there's some that are bigger and some that are smaller, and they are slightly different dressed. You can see it in both Violet and the blue-haired guy over there. I forgot his name. Anyways, so I guess the question is, are those different units, or are they just male and female? Are they just the male and female counterpart of whatever class they are? And from what we see, that looks to be the most likely case, is that those are males, and those, the ones with the red pants are female, and the ones with the turbans on their head are the male units of just generic sword fighters. Previously, it's speculated that was two different classes, because those look like the males look more like heroes and the females look more like Myrmidons. Upon looking here, it's just gonna be, the male and female of a particular class. That does beg the question of, are we going to be able to control what kind of units follow around our main characters, like their squad leaders? And are you going to be able to mix weaponry? Is that going to have certain bonuses? Is it going to matter all that much what your generic units look like, how many of them there are in your squad? Maybe you can have more, but you can only move, you get the amount of spaces you can move reduced if you have more than your recommended amount of units or something, or if you have less, maybe you can move farther. I could see that being a benefit of a thief. Maybe there's a thief unit and he doesn't have a squad, but he can move 6 spaces or something instead of the 4 that it seems like everyone else can. Just stuff like that. I'm really interested to see what they do with the squads, and I want to get your thoughts on it before I give you my full thoughts. So I want to get your thoughts, and then I want to have a discussion about this later in the week where I respond to your comments as we have done in the past. So make sure to leave your comments down below on how you think these squads are going to be handled. Do you think that in the screenshot they're just male and female counterparts of the same class, or do you think they're actually different units entirely? Do you think you're going to be able to customize what units are with your squad, or do you think it's going to be completely dependent on what class the main character of that squad is? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. I'll let you know my thoughts later this week, probably Wednesday, maybe Thursday, and it'll be a good discussion. So again, make sure to comment your thoughts down below on all this stuff. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more Fire Emblem discussion.